How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. In this video we are going to take a look at LUTs, or lookup tables. What are these? These are 3D image files that allowed you to get a very specific look. That's just a layman version of it. There's more in-depth explanations of that, but what we're going to do is we're going to use that to color grade our image like I'm doing right here, without actually having to go through the whole color grading process that you use on your post-processing volume. So this is pretty much doing it the easy way. Now, this is the final video of this year. I'm here to thank everyone. Special thanks to my Patreons, both level 1 and 2. And actually, because this is the last video of the year, everybody gets a shout out here on screen now. So these are all my Patreons, level 1 and level 2. Thanks everyone, and if you cannot contribute to the Patreon, thanks to you for watching, liking, commenting. That really helps out the channel, really helps the videos to get out there. Now, let's get into the video. Okay, here in this scene, this is a scene that I made for a short film that I want to do next year. It's going to be very cool, and I have this very nice spaceship. And I got some materials here, so as you can see, this is something really cool that when it goes out, it does this shield thing that you see in some sci-fi when the ship goes out of the hangar. That's something cool that we're going to talk about later when I'm building the level for the short film. But for now, let's focus on the LUTs. So the way to access the LUTs inside Unreal Engine, you just go into your post-processing volume, and they should be under miscellaneous. And you're going to see here a color grading LUT. So the LUTs are pretty much a image. They can be JPEG, PNG, whatever. This one is actually a PNG. I am going to do one with the TIFF in this tutorial, just because the TIFF is an uncompressed format and you want this to be as uncompressed as possible. I'm going to show you how to do it the easy way. Now, you can make this from scratch, but because I bought some really cool LUTs from Triumph Films, these are the guys from Film Riot. They do very, very cool VFX shots for After Effects, Premiere, and all that very cinematic stuff. They're recently started to get into doing things with Unreal. So if you know those guys, let them know that I want to do a video with them. It'll be really cool. Anyways, let's keep going. So I got these on Black Friday. I'm not sponsored by them, but I highly recommend that you get them because they are pretty cool and allow you to get an awesome look without having to mess with a lot of stuff. However, these LUTs do not come for Unreal. They come for all these programs that you see here. But what we're going to do is we're going to convert the format that they give you into a file that can be used in Unreal, which is pretty much an image file. Let's start. For that, you're going to need a color neutral LUT, which we can grab from this link that I'm going to leave in the description below. It's actually from the documentation for Unreal Engine. All you have to do is right click here, copy image. If you have Photoshop open, you can just click File, New, and the first thing that you see here is actually the file size that you want to, in terms of pixels, that you need for this. So you use it through Control V, which is copy, and there you go. I'm just going to use the one that I already made. It's this one right here. Now what we want is we want to apply the LUT on top of this so we can use it inside Unreal Engine. If we go into the type of file that they give us, is actually a .cube file. Unreal's not going to take this file. So what we're using is Photoshop to apply this file so we can then take the image file into Unreal. Now to this one, what we're going to do is first, make sure that you have RGB color on, and let's do 16-bit. And what we're going to do is go into adjustment, color lookup. And if you just click here and click again into load 3D LUT, is going to take you to a window browser where I already have where I want my files to be. And I'll just click on the one that says the boys, because this one is kind of like a drastic change from what I have, so you can actually see what's going on. And we're going to load it, and you're going to see how this changed. Actually, if I toggle the preview mode, you can see how different this turns out after we apply that 3D LUT file. So we're going to say OK. And after that, what we're going to do is File, Save a Copy, and we're going to make it a TIFF. Again, you can do a PNG, works fine, but just to be on the safe side, I'm going to do a TIFF, which is a totally uncompressed format. Do not do JPEG because that can bring in some artifacts that you're not going to want to have in your image file. So I'm just going to check this one already. This is the one that I previously made. And you just click save and you should get that image file. Now, once you have that image file, all you have to do is throw it in here in Unreal Engine. This part, we have to do some tweaking because if you throw this as it is, it's going to look horrible. Actually, let me show you the one that we already have so you can see, you know, there's a slight change that I have right here. This is why I picked this one because the change is not so drastic, but it is very cinematic, increases the contrast and all that. But if we throw in the one that we just did, which is not being tweaked, this one has already been tweaked. If we throw in this, you're gonna see that we have a weird halo effect and it kind of looks like a photo negative and it's all kind of bad. Now this part I figured out thanks to Ryan Manning's video. I'm going to leave a link in the description below if you want to watch that. He has a video on how to do the LUTs from scratch. I just do it the easiest way because I got some awesome LUTs from Triumph Films. So the link is going to be in the description below if you're interested in that. But what we need to do for this to actually work is we need to go into the LUT. I'm going to zoom in. You're going to see it's really pixelated and it's all kinds of weird colors here. So we need to go down. We go to level of detail. And here where it says from texture group, we're going to select node maps. And where it says texture group, we're going to select color lookup table. So you're gonna see that once I click on color lookup table, this all gonna change. So keep your eyes here and you're gonna see the change. There you go, it's no longer pixelated, it's a lot smoother. So I'm just going to save that. And now we're going to throw the LUT in here. And there you go. It works very, very nice. And it works exactly as it will work in any other program like Photoshop, like Adobe After Effects, like Premiere. So that way you have color grading that is plug and play. You could go through here and just do the coloring yourself. I think that takes a little bit longer and it's kind of a different skill that I yet don't have. So I'm going to rely on these for the short film. You can actually dial the intensity of your LUT here. So let's do 0.6 so it's not as intense. Maybe there you go. I think that's pretty cool. It gives a very cinematic look, although I do prefer this one myself. And there you have it. You can make more cinematic stuff within Unreal with this. So let's say, because if you're making a short film, chances are you're just rendering this as log and you're doing it in post, which is fine. However, the reason why I like this for my short film is because I can figure out what kind of grading I want, and if maybe the lighting is not correct for that grading, I can switch it on the fly. And that's one of the beauties of doing things in real time, because what if you could grade your thing while you're shooting a short film? I think that's amazing, and that's one of the best things of Unreal Engine, that you could just do everything on the fly. Now, if you're making a game and you want a game to be cinematic, all you have to do is throw in a post-processing volume, throw in one of these, and you get an instant cinematic effect. Because one of the things that I have heard is that Unreal has a very particular look, and I think that's true. You can tell which games have been made with Unreal because it does have that very particular kind of filmic look. And if the artist didn't do any color grading or any switch changes to the lighting, they may look a bit generic. So if you want your game to stand out, this is one way to do it without having to tweak a lot of things. Just throw in an LUT right there. Okay, that was it. Just a quick video on how to do the color grading the easiest way possible. And that is it for this year. I'll see you in the next video.